superpower, culturally very rich, and clueless.
Probably highly capitalist, imperial, and internally divided.
The model, the American model, is cultural diversity, and it's interesting to many people in the world. And it has been, many people seek the United States of America and they try to live there because of this cultural diversity.
Here in the Arab world, at least I feel that there's, anger towards the American policies as a government. But Americans are here and, you don't hear, it's not like before an American's getting abducted every other minute.
Their local newspapers basically talk about local issues, and there's a lot of ignorance regarding international politics. Half of them, or a bit less, can't even locate Iraq on the map, and this is dangerous.
For many years, the United States backed some of the most repressive regimes in the area, while at the same time carrying the banner of democracy and freedom. So I don't know how well positioned the United States is to do that now, with its credibility so suffering at such a low.
They sponsor dictatorships, and dictatorships will lead to terror. They are trying to fight terrorism, but they're still sponsoring dictatorships.
What upsets me and scares me is the naivete of the American voter, because the American voter gets to decide basically what happens to us. And I would really feel much safer if the American voter knew what he was doing, because what the ballot that you put in dictates how we live in a large manner.
The Americans knew exactly why they were going there, but they weren't expecting to see such high resistance and inter-confessional conflicts. They knew that this might arise, but they didn't know that it was going to take so much time and so much effort and so much money. And I'm talking about the citizens especially, because they had absolutely no idea what they were going in.
You come call for peace and democracy, but all you do is you come in with your tanks. You come and say human rights and peace and I don't know what, and you were even voted out of the Human Rights Commission in the mid-90s in the UN. You come and say equality, and you go to the States and you see there's problems with, small ethnic groups, Hispanics, African Americans, all of those are, there's discrimination against them. How do you expect the people to love you, especially that you're selling democracy, when your own media is discrediting you?
Some Americans might think, when you hear Beirut, that they imagine this war zone where people are on the streets holding guns, and it wasn't always like that. And now it's not. Maybe now because there's a bit of tension in the city, but still they always have a mixed idea. Even now, when you hear reporters talking about it, they always tend to go to a negative side.
Primarily, when Americans look at the Arab world, they look at it from an economical or political point of view. They do not want. They want to hear about Arab oil, Arab guns, but they never want to hear about Arab culture, Arab history, Arab achievements. This area of the world has been largely neglected for, even after the end of the Ottoman rule, up until now, it has never been at the forefront of the entire world's focus or even any sort of attention, except, of course, when it comes to its economical aspects or its benefits.